Hey guys, welcome back to next session of C programming tutorial. In this video we will be understanding and writing the code for this pattern. This pattern is something easy but tricky type of pattern, so let's get started. Here we will take the number of rows from the user, right? So we will create a variable n. In this n we will take the number of rows for which we are printing this pattern from the user. So in this particular case the number of rows is 5. So user has given us the input 5 in which we are storing in n variable, right? So for this pattern we will run two loops, one for the rows, right, one for the rows and second one for the columns, right? So we will be creating a row and column 2. We will run a loop for the rows, right? So let here row is initialized from 1 and row will run less than and equal to n by this condition, and we will update row by 1, right? So in this for loop, in each row we are printing the columns, right? In this first row we are printing one column, in second row we are printing two column, and in third row we are printing third column, and so on. So here we are observing that row is equal to column, right? So we will run a loop for the columns in which column is initialized as 1 and column will run less than equal to row. Current row value column will run, right? So in first case the row is 1. In this for loop, I mean in this row we will be printing column. So when column is equal to 1, the condition is column is less than equal to row, that is 1, then it will print one time. In the second time when column will be plus plus incremented by 1, condition will false and then come to second rows, right? So this one is the second loop for which we are printing the columns, as number of rows is equal to number of columns. So we will be printing column as less than equal to rows, right? Okay, now here comes the problem. We know the position for which we are printing the characters, but how to know at which position we have to print 1 and which position we have to print 0. This one is the problem and tricky one. So right, so for this solution and simplicity I am writing the address of this one position, right? So this one is at row 1 and column 1, right? This one is at row 2 and column 1. This one is row 2 and column 2. This one is row 3 and column 1. This one is row 3 and column 2. This one is row 3 and column 3, and so on. So these all are the indexes which is showing the position of current elements, right? So you may have figured out how this pattern is working, right? So if we are adding row plus column, right? Then if we are adding row and column, that is for this one row is 1 and column is 1, and adding after getting the answer, if we divide it by 2 and take out the remainder, then remainder will be 0, right? When the remainder is 0 we will be printing 1. For this one row is 2 and column is 1, so 3. When we divide 3 by 2 and take out the remainder, then remainder will be 1. When the remainder is 1 we will be printing 0. In this one case row is 2 and column is 2, so 2 and 2 is 4. 4 is divided by 2, then the remainder will be 0, right? Then we will be printing 1. Same case will apply here. If row plus column, remainder operator we will be using, and by 2 is equal to 0. If this condition holds true, then we will printf, we will simply print 1, right? And else if this condition is false we will be printing printf 0. isn't it? When row plus column, we will add the position row plus column from here values. If that remainder operator, we will be using here and divide it by 2 and take the remainder and check if the remainder is equal to 0, then we will print 1, otherwise we will print 0, right? And after printing each column from here to here, we will be changing a line. So after this column line, we will change a line using escape sequence, and here is the loop. So this one is the whole code for this one pattern. So let's have our dry run once, and then we will be compiling in compiler, right? So when row is 1 and here 1 is less than equal to 5, condition is true, then it will come in this for loop. In this one, here column is 1, right? Column is less than equal to current row value, that is 1, condition is true, then it will come in this for loop if row plus column, current row value is 1 and current column value is also 1, 1 plus 1 2, remainder operator 2 is equal to 0, yes it is true, then it will print 1 here, right? And then this, and then here column will be updated to 2, so here 2 is not less than equal to 1, so this for loop will be in, and it will change the new line, right? After changing the new line, it will here row is increased by 2, so again 2 is less than equal to 5, then column is, here column will be again 1 and here row will be 2, 1 is less than equal to 2, condition holds true, right? So here row plus column, current row value is 2 and current column value is 1, so 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 remainder operator 2 is not equal to 0, so this will not print, this will print 0. Here we are printing 0, and again column will be updated to 2, condition holds true, then row plus column remainder operator 2 is equal to 0, that is 2 plus 2 remainder operator 2 is equal to 0, then the condition is true, then it will print 1, and then again this column is updated to 3, this one condition holds false and it will change the line, and again here row will be increased and so on, this will work. Of this video. If you like this video and get something to learn, so hit the like button, and if you want to get the Microsoft pattern, so click this video, and if you want to get learn something another topic, so click this one video, and finally I would like to say subscribe, and take care.